When I was young, I thought successful people knew something I didn't. I thought success was reserved for a special type of person that I, for whatever reason, wasn't. I looked up at my favorite pieces of music, or art, or clothing, or brands, businesses, and thought, how the hell did these people create these things? Can I create things like this too? Nah, no way, not me. I'm just some regular goofy kid. I'm not the typical successful person. I'm a weirdo. But as I got older, I started creating things anyways. Even though I let fear get in my way, I stuck with it, and I actually saw success. I started working with people I once looked up to, and once I got to know them, I realized how normal they were. When you value something, you put people who have that thing on a pedestal, and you stop seeing them in a rational way. It stops you from moving forward because you place too much importance on having that thing, creating resistance. You have to realize this. The millionaire you see online, the latest artist that went viral on TikTok, the newest success story is just another person like you. The only difference is they put themselves in a position to be seen. They took a shot at it, and it just so happened to be good enough that it resonated with people. That can be you too if you do this. First of all, you have to realize that nothing in this life is that unattainable. You can create million-dollar ideas at any point, right now, today. You can create a song right now that changes your life. You can meet someone today that changes your life. The question is, are you the person in this moment that will create the momentum for that to occur? And can you manufacture that? The answer is yes, you can manufacture that, and you're going to learn how to do it. The first step, kill your beliefs. Whatever you thought was impossible, guess what? It's now completely in the realm of possibility. So think again. What's something you can see yourself doing that would be cool as heck? Something you'd be embarrassed to tell a close friend, but that you can low-key see yourself doing? What's something you know you'd be good at? Now imagine your life if you were living that reality. If you had the perks, the problems too. But if you had that lifestyle, would you be happy? Thinking with limits is the fastest way to become another one of everyone else. Thinking without limits is what gets you the reality that matches the thought experiment we just went through. When you have no limits on your creativity is when the most natural, life-changing ideas happen, and you're in a state of mind that's open enough to actually act on them. It's called flow state, and it's where you need to go if you want to manufacture an idea that changes everything for you. You can only get into flow state if you stop caring about everything. Flow state is the place where nothing else exists except the task at hand. Caring about all the little things creates resistance. That's why I got you to think about a future reality without limits. Usually we never think without limits because we're so worried about why things can't work, what the rules are, what people will judge us for. You need to intentionally think as if limits were made up. If you want to step into the infinite flow where all things are possible, you must remove the friction of what other people may think of you. Your family's opinions, friends, your reputation, social norms, and risking looking weird. At least find a way to create a space where you can do that temporarily. All these things interfere with the creative process and break the current. That's why artists have these rituals when they get into the studio, where they record in the dark, or why creative people light candles and create ambiance, or light up a smoke or have a drink. It's because it allows them to escape their neurotic mind, but also to escape the world, where mortals' rules bound us, where people judge harshly and dreams get shot down. They found a way to create a space where they can step into the flow of infinite possibility. It's like slipping into a fluid stream. It's a space you go to or fall into. It's where your million-dollar idea lies. Every great creative I know has spoken about it. Great musicians say they catch melodies by being in the right state of mind. Inventors say ideas come to them. Everyone who's created anything will admit, if they are humble enough, that they tuned into something that allowed them to receive the idea rather than creating it from scratch. Everything is already out there. It's up to us to channel it. And knowing it exists is half the battle. Imagine, most of the world doesn't even understand that there is something called flow state, that you can enter and re-emerge with an idea that has the potential to change your life. Somewhere you can go, where suddenly anything is possible, where you can reconstruct the code of reality. To think you can put together some words in the right order, with the right background audio and the right visuals and change your life. It's magic, and if it's your first time learning about it, congratulations. You've just entered a new world. If you just needed some reminding, there you go. Now let's get to dreaming. You see, the mind is like a radio. Whatever frequency it's tuned to will attract more ideas to it. So now that we know that there's a flow state with infinite possibilities, suddenly that puts our mind into a different frequency, a frequency of possibility. You think very differently when you have hope versus when you feel trapped. I don't care who you are not creating anything great from a scarce, dark, limited mindset. You must flip the switch and become hopeful. The act of being hopeful opens a possibility for something to happen. Otherwise, the door will be kept shut closed completely. Try and maintain this mindset throughout your day. You'll begin to notice things differently. Certain things will resonate with you more. You'll find yourself more interested in things that relate to your new desire. You'll begin to notice your thought patterns change. Suddenly, ideas come to you. Maybe it's the thought of starting a channel, or streaming, or learning a new skill, or pursuing a new hobby. That feeling is like following an invisible string. If you're careful enough and listen well enough, it'll take you all the way to the top. I truly believe there is a lifeline for every set of actions we can take as people. There are lifelines, or a string of actions or being, that take you to the depths of hell, and lifelines that take you to heaven on earth. Whatever frequency you're in, or to put it in more simple terms, whatever perspective you have on life, will dictate the possibilities you have, and therefore the probability of it becoming your reality. The longer you stay in this possibility and success frequency, the more good ideas you'll be able to generate. The game then becomes to catch these ideas and build them out in the most simple, to the point way possible. As someone with over 10 years in experience being creative for a living, most of the game is getting out of your own way. The process isn't even that difficult. We make it difficult because we want to try so hard to make our dreams come true. For example, many of you have had ideas that would change your life already. Maybe you even started building them, but you let doubt creep in. You see other opportunities working for other people, and you get overwhelmed and stop. If you just didn't stop the original thing, you'd be where you want to be by now. But if you just stopped overthinking, let your mind generate the ideas and then act on them without resistance, you'd have everything you wanted in a relatively fast time frame. That's the game. As simple as it sounds, that's the game. 1. Believe it's possible. 2. Live in that energy and then build out the ideas that come to you as inspiration. 3. Follow the invisible string, see where it takes you. That right there is $1 million formula, and anyone who's made $1 million will tell you exactly the same thing. If you want an invite to a community for creatives building their dream projects, comment invite and we'll send it over. Thanks, y'all.